So the moment has finally arrived, my first ever Deliver Europe event here in Amsterdam. Quite excited what's going to be there. We'll show you later, but have you got any ideas? Let's go and see. So we thought we'd give you a bird's eye view of Deliver this year and take a look. Pretty much everyone and anyone is here. We got our friends from Geopost DPD. We've even got Colipost, got Colis Privé. We've got DHL, GLS, you name it, they're here. I think what is interesting, oh, and by the way, I shouldn't forget the sponsor of our Out of Home report, InPost. What I think is interesting about this event is it is really all about networking. We've already seen a lot of people, and I think that's one of the key benefits of the event. Looking forward to having hopefully a few chats with some interesting people during the course of the day. I'm here with Stephane Tomczak, and Stephane is the man who created all of this. And I wanted to ask you, Stephane, if you were to think of, what are the biggest things that you're observing over the last couple of years, what are they?
Hello, Marek. Thanks for having me here. The change over the last 11 years has been tremendous. Technology now takes like a predominant role.
When I look at the stands, you see basically automation and lockers everywhere.
Yeah, it's true. And typically for the kind of the delivery piece, technology, AI, and lockers out of home is the fast growing, element for sure. And now I would say all the delivery companies come with the lower locker typically value proposition. So this is not something which was so pregnant and also so central like a few years back, for sure.
And you said to me earlier also, and I think we should share that people are beginning to understand that events like this are really important. You had quite a big growth in terms of the number of people having stands.
Yeah. So actually, the number of customers grew from 135 to 178. So that's a 30% extra growth. It is actually due also to the fact that actually, the Grow is popular for sure, but we also wanted to attract other brands, like a small brand, like startups. So to give our delegates, the shippers, like more options to choose from. So this is. It's been very popular among the shippers.
And you mentioned, I can't avoid this because you mentioned that sustainability is very, very important. Do you really get a feeling that people are beginning to see this? Because when you look at what's happening in the world, you have places where people are actually saying, hold on, sustainability is not so important. Do you still think in Europe there is that vibe and it's still workable?
For me, Europe is by far the continent where sustainability is the strongest. I mean, and you know what? I'm not too concerned about what's hitting the headlines. There's what people say and what people do. Actually, we're lucky enough that actually there is more done than said. And even though in the past that was the opposite, really. And actually, to that matter, when we attended the sustainability focus group on day one yesterday morning, I could feel like people who I would not expect to be that active. Because I've not heard them speaking so highly about sustainability. They were doing much more than what I was expecting, both from the shipper side, on the service provider side. So no, I think sustainability is in a good place now. Quite surprisingly, which is now counterintuitive maybe, but this is definitely what I think.
So here we have it. Sustainability still in a good place. One final thing, there's a reason why I asked Stephane if we could have our video here, because not everyone maybe knows, but Stephane is of Polish origin.
Yep.
And I think a good way to end this video would be to say to everyone, dziękuję bardzo. Dziękuję bardzo.
Dziękuję bardzo wszystkim.